Okay, Master, last 2 minutes. Any of that? Something like that. I think we do always. Okay. So I'll just make a quick summary. Yeah, so in the beginning, Arirondha came and she was talking about, again, just the reassurance of your own magnificence and that how you are the gift to the universe and how everybody can feel your love, your light, and everybody you come in contact with is gifted by you. And your soul touches their soul. And you are the ones who are shifting the planet. And you're always given the skills and the talents that are going to assist you in your journey. So everything that you need will always be provided to you. And yeah, after that, we had Cryon. And this was in 2017 Light Conference, where I think all the scientists also came together. And it was a conference of the scientists and the spiritual community. So there he's telling that in 1993 he published a book called End Times, where it was told about the end of the old energy and what is going to come. At that time, in that conference, he also predicted that the magnetic grid of the earth is necessary for life, and the physics and the magnetic grid and the spirituality, it was all connected. And that time people was no, mocking him and they were laughing at him because they did not believe. They did not, because they did not see any connection. There was no proof of any connection. But he also predicted, because that time we always like studied separately. We study chemistry separately, physics separately, biology separately, and nobody tries to like put it all together and make sense out of it. At that time, he also predicted that the magnetic grid of the planet, it would move. Magnetic grid is what is created by the North Pole and the South Pole of the planet. So there is a grid system, which is the no, energy flowing between those two poles. Um, so that magnetic system, magnetic grid, they said it's going to move. So that time, it was laughed upon, and but Cryon said that his whole purpose of coming to Earth is to help in this process of moving of the magnetic grid without affecting the humanity. Because usually when the grids and all move, a lot of drastic changes happens and the life can be affected on the planet. So Cryon came that this time when the grid is moving, um, that the life is not affected and it happens without any issues. So the magnetic grid, it already moved, and it moved very fast, and it is also so lot of the animals, like the birds and the mammals in the oceans, who depend on the magnetic grid to navigate their journey. Like the birds would navigate because they have an inner antennas to sense the directions, right? So they were little confused for a while, and then now they are also settled with a new grid system. So the runways of the airport, when the flight is landing, the runways, they also had to be recalibrated because of the change in the grid. So everybody took note of that, and everybody, like after 20 so many years of his predicting, when it really happened, the science had to be changed around it. And so people started to see the truth in what Cryon is already telling. So when we see now with the new compass and with the new consciousness, we are, and the consciousness and the physics, um, they are connected and they are shifted. The grid is moved. And what does it have to do with us, with the spirituality, with our spiritual understanding and esoteric? So it is to make us understand that everything is connected, and there is going to come a unified understanding, the oneness understanding, that everything is connected and everything is affecting another. So when one thing moves, it affects the another. So in the previously, Cryon has predicted before the new Pope came, he predicted that the new Pope is going to come. Uh, but for a new Pope to come, the old Pope has to die. But this time, what happened? The old Pope resigned, and everybody was wondering that how this happened. So, and he is a reincarnation of Francis of Assisi, who, in order to change the church, in the previously the church used to charge people for giving forgiveness, okay, for forgiveness. But he he asked, he was so popular, and he insisted in his old reincarnation, he insisted the that time Pope to stop charging for forgiveness. The Pope said, I will do that, but you have to stop um, taking individual uh, mass, okay, because he was getting so popular that people were getting drawn to him and they were getting attracted to him because he had integrity. So he accepted that, and he said, okay, as long as you stop charging, I'm okay, I'm fine to do that. And then in this lifetime, he he came back, and with the same integrity, and he is now the current Pope. So how could he predict that? He said, how could he predict that? It was in the field. It was in the field because everything is connected and all the potentials, they are there. Um, and what is unified is the everything is unified. The altered magnetic grid is going to alter the consciousness. And now scientists are studying something which they never expected to study. They're studying the spirituality. So it's like we have come a whole circle. The science has gone in one direction, spirituality has gone in one direction, and they are coming back in the circle and completing the circle. So now, first they went away from each other, and now they are all coming together to complete the circle. So he's talking about the parking angels. So sometimes when we do not get a parking, and somehow our intuition tells us to go this way and that way, and we find a parking which was about to get empty. So how did that happen? So a lot of people, we believe that there is a parking angel who is helping us. Yes, that could also be there, but it is also that your intuition is tapping into the field and finding the information for you, because the one person who was going to empty that spot, that person knew about that possibility, so that possibility came to you, and you got that information, and you're driven with that information, okay. uh, Similarly, not only that we get information from only from if one person is aware of that potential, but also they studied that a random computer program was showing pictures, horrible pictures or loving pictures, to people, and they were studying what is the response, what is their heart's response. So that time, whatever was the response they are going to have, it started even before the picture was shown to them, and it was random, that nobody knew about the possibility, but only the computer program knew the possibility. So how did that happen? So even the computer, it is also made of atoms and molecules, even the inanimate things. So the program, the logic, that goes into it. So everything is also a part of the field, and we can tap into it. So this is a great opportunity for the humans to understand that everything is connected, and to practice tuning in to the future possibilities, tuning in and getting the information that you need. Because a lot of time you sense that something is going to happen, something good or something bad, and you just know it, and you wonder, how did I know that? How did I see that coming? So it is just you are sensing it from the one field, the unified field, the oneness field. Okay. And so now when you have so much your your sensing capabilities, your tuning in capability, as you work more and more on them, as you grow them more and more, there'll be a lot of things that you can avoid. um, Probably you can sense that some disease is coming, and you can already take care of it and avoid that potential, avoid that possibility, and completely eliminate that part. Similarly, we can do a lot of things um, about it. We can use this capability, by our tuning in capability, for our own benefit, and then we have a better control of our life as well. We can have a better control of our life. So now, what Crayon had channeled 20 years ago, science is already proving it. Unless, and you can also use it for your own benefit, unless you want to stay in the box, unless you want to stay in that. If you believe that it's not, it doesn't work that way, it won't work for you. And if you believe it works, it will work for you. And you will get more and more in tune with the field, and you will be more sensitive, and you'll be getting more information. So when we are doing meditation, we are connected to the earth, to the objects around, to the field. And what is the glue which is making this field happen? It is a glue of love and compassion, which is holding, which is a force, which is holding it all together, not only on earth, but also in the whole universe, in the whole cosmos. So that was the message. Yeah. If anybody wants to share any experience, if you have experienced something like that. Or any questions, we can take it. Yeah, I also want to mention one thing, that sometimes when you talk to our car, also he also mentioned that just a little more longer, a little more longer. One day, I think 2 days back, I heard Premnath sir's class, where he was telling that one person, uh, they were going on a bike, and the petrol was about to end, and but they still had a long way to go to reach to their destination. And they said to the bike, okay, he said, the one person said that the bike will go completely, we'll reach our destination, we don't need to stop to fill petrol. And they kept going and going and going, and the petrol lasted till they reached their destination. So these are all the miracles that we can make happen with that. The same thing with the car also. You can try it, and you can see that it works. You can try it on the animals, you can speak to the animals, and it will work. Yeah, so probably, yeah, we can start practicing this more and more, and we'll start getting more and more results. Okay, thank you. From my side, done. I'm done. If you have anything, we can take it. Otherwise, we can also leave for the day, and have a great day. Tomorrow, we'll have a story of Crayon, Lee Carroll, how he started channeling. Okay. The Sunday
Oh,
we have a channeling story, right?
right.
Thank you,
you.
Diksha.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
You have a nice day.
Well, okay, great. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.